Hello students, I am Haribabu. I have 16 years of teaching experience. Twice I corrected board examination for class 10th mathematics. Today I am going to explain the marking scheme chapter wise. Before we get into the topic, mathematics is the subject most number of students they get the highest marks. Mathematics is the subject most number of students they fail. Now what is the reason behind that? What is the reason behind that? If you notice, most of the time the students, they are not having systematic plan. While I was observing the many students, I noticed some of the students, they study so much. They spend quality of time more than the other subject, but still they are not able to achieve the good marks. So what is the reason behind that? The reason is, first thing is they have the fear of the mathematics. The second thing is they are not having a proper systematic way of studying it. Now that means they will study, but they don't know how to study for the examination. Now when you are 9th standard or before that, you might be analyzing your teacher's psychology. Sometimes directly or indirectly, some questions are asked in the board exam, some questions are asked in your annual examination. In the same manner, in board examination also, 70% of the chapters we can able to guess what are the important type of the questions they will usually ask in the board examination. Certain chapter we can tell this is the type of the question comes also. My dear students, now what is your goal during this pandemic period? You are not having direct classes. Everything is online. You are not able to join for the any tutorials. So some of the parents, they requested, sir, can you give the marking scheme? So I decided something at least it will be helpful for the students. Today, the marking scheme, what I am going to explain it, approximately it will be the same. Now if you look at it here, the chapter wise I have written as a marking scheme. Now look at the first chapter is the GST. GST, 6 marks. GST, they will ask 6 marks. In your paper, only 2 questions will be there. One is the 3 marks, other one is the 4 marks. So only the 2 types of the questions will be appeared. Very rare cases, 5 marks questions will be appeared. So that means GST 6 marks means 2 questions will be asked. So banking according to the previous year syllabus, 3 or 4 marks they will ask it. I think this year they may can ask 6 marks also, because they removed the shares and dividend. They removed the shares and dividend, so that marking they will be allowed to the other chapters. So linear inequations, usually they will ask 3 or 4 marks. This year may can ask 6 marks also, because 3 chapters are completely removed. Quadratic equation, that is the 3 marks. Problems based on the quadratic equation, 1 question they will ask, that is the 4 marks. Ratio and proportion. Ratio and proportion, 6 or 7 marks. That means 2 questions will be asked, 1 3 marks or 1 4 marks. It can be asked for this. The next one is the remainder and factors theorem. So remainder and factor theorem, 3 or 4 marks they will ask. This year they may can ask 6 marks also. The next one is the matrices. This is a compulsory 6 or 7 marks. So that means 2 questions will be come from the chapters. Arithmetic progression. Arithmetic questions progression, 2 questions will be asked, that is a 6 marks. So according to the previous syllabus, we need to have the geometrical progression. That is geometrical progression, they removed it. Because usually it will be there in the 11th standard, they removed that chapter. So reflection. Reflection, they will ask 4 marks. Most of the times related to the graphs, they will ask this question. Now section and midpoint formula. So this chapter, they will ask usually 3 marks. Now I guess it, this year they may can ask for the 6 marks. 1 question can come from the section formula, 1 question can come from the midpoint. So equation of a line, usually they will ask 6 marks. That means 2 questions will come from here. The similarity. In the similarity also, the maps and models, they removed it, other part also. So one another important things is we need to notice. So this chapter they will ask 4 marks. So circles 6 marks. That means 2 questions will come from the circles. Tangent and intersecting chord. Usually they will ask 4 marks. Most probably this year they may can ask for the 7 marks. Construction, 1 question they will ask, that is the 4 marks. Cone and sphere, cylinder, this they can ask for the 6 marks. That is the 2 questions that will come from here. Next chapter is trigonometrical identities. Trigonometrical identities, 2 questions will be asked, that is the 6 marks. Heights and distances. Heights and distances, it will come 4 marks. So graphical representation. In graphical representation, this chapter will give the foundation for the measures of central tendency. So usually they don't ask any questions from this chapter, but they will ask the questions from here. So usually from this chapter they will ask minimum 12 to 15 marks. So 1 year they ask for the 18 marks also. This is most important chapter. This is the highest marks carries in your textbook. The probably 3 or 6 marks. I guess this year they will ask for the 6 marks. This is the marking scheme. Now according to this marking scheme, dear students, those who are looking for the only the passing mark, according to this marking scheme, you can pick it up few chapters. So with the help of these few chapters, you will be able to success in your board examination. Now those who are looking for the passing mark, exactly the strategy. Those who are looking for the highest marks, the exactly strategy. According to this strategy, not only this book, you can refer for other books also. I suggest Salina textbook is the best books you can prepare for your board examination. Most of the times, at least 40% of the questions it will comes from this book. Now, dear students, if you like this video, if it is a benefit for you, please click the like button and share it and subscribe it so that you will get the latest notification. Thank you for watching this video.